Good evening, YouTube. You guys are watching another segment of the TheCaliEffect, King of Games. And today, for deck profile madness, we are going to be doing DDD versus Fluffle. It's going to be an exciting game to watch, as I'm going to start off with DD Kepler using its effect to add Dark Contract with the gate and activating it from my deck to my hand. And then, of course, to the side of my field, that's going to go ahead and activate the effects of Dark Contract, adding a Swirl Slime, a DD Swirl Slime from my deck to my hand. For people that don't know, DDD is a very fun deck to play. It used to be a lot more powerful inside of Master Rule 3, but that doesn't mean even in Master Rule 4, the deck still can't succeed. It's still very fun to mess around with. Really exciting deck, and can still plop down those negates. You can call DDD, I don't really want to say it, but the 3 Ds don't really mean something. I can tell you that the last 2 mean down and dirty, so you can already understand what the first D means, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go ahead and start off by activating a monster card into my Pendulum Zone, DDD Oblivion King Ragnarok, and then following up with Swirl Slime's effect, using that in DD Lamia to fusion summon into DDD Flame King Genghis. That's going to trigger my Ragnarok's effect. 2 special summon from my graveyard to my side of the field, the DD Lamia. Now, I'm in a pretty interesting position. I could have used the Savage Kepler to make a Linkuriboh, but I think I'm following a different route depending on my hand structure. I'm going to use all 3 of those monsters for a Link Summon into Summon Sorceress, a very powerful card allowing me to summon a Fiend monster from my deck if I put a Fiend monster pointing to it. That's not hard, as I activated Soul Charge from my hand, Scoop Charge, Scoop, using its abilities to special summon 2 monsters from my graveyard to my side of the field, and it only cost me 2,000 life points. I'm then going to go ahead and place DD Lamia in the zone to where Summon Sorceress points to, and Flame King Genghis in probably the most opposite zone ever. I think it's actually beneficial to do that, because if I put it in the zone that, you know, Genghis is, or Summon Sorceress points to, I'll be in a bad position. Summon Sorceress effect, targeting Lamia to special summon a Fiend monster from my deck to my side of the field with its effects are negated, so Copernicus is completely out of the question. So is Oblivion King Ragnarok, but Necro Slime in the new DD, well, not the new DD monsters, but DD Vice Typhoon are not out of the question, seeing that they have graveyard effects. I am then going to go ahead and follow up by using both the Lamia and the Vice Typhoon for a Synchro Summon into one of the most powerful monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, not one of the most, but still a really powerful monster, DDD Curse King Siegfried, triggering my Flame King Genghis' effect to special summon a DD monster from my graveyard to my side of the field. Now that I think about it, I actually could have did it on the Summon Sorceress effect too. I'm going to go ahead and summon DD Lamia to my side of the field. And then it looks like I'm going to be following up with another synchro play. But how exactly are we going to do this? I actually summoned the Lamia in not the best zone ever. That wasn't smart. Because if I actually want to use a DD Vice Typhoon's effect to fusion summon, I'm going to kind of need a Link Arrow. So I might want to fix that before I make another move. Yes, and it looks like we're going to put it under the Summon Sorceress, and then follow up by using the Summon Sorceress and the DDD Curse King Siegfried. Is this madness, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, we're going to use it for a Wheat Witch's Apprentice. Whoa, did not see that coming. I don't even think that wasn't even that necessary. I'm going to then use the Lamia and the Flame King Genghis for a Synchro Summon. Actually, now that I think about it, it doesn't sound necessary at all, especially since I had a Link Arrow pointing to it. I'm going to summon Odd Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon and use that effect to special summon to my side of the field DDD Oblivion King Ragnarok. Ah, I see. I wouldn't have gotten Oblivion King Ragnarok's effect if I didn't do it, so I guess it didn't really matter. Then I'm going to follow up by using the Odd Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, no, wait, mate, nope, we're gonna move the DD Lamia. I actually want to point out that this combo sequence doesn't matter if I didn't move the Lamia or not. I'm still gonna wind up with the exact same board. I could have just used the Odd Eyes Meteor Burst and the Lamia for a Synchro Summon. I'm asking TJ, where exactly did this Lamia go? Was it over here? Was it over here? TJ's like, oh. I'm like, thanks, TJ. You're a great help. This is definitely going to go down well in the comment section. I'm going to go ahead and use DD Vice Typhoon's effect, not banishing the Summon Sorceress, ladies and gentlemen, just to let you guys know. I'm banishing a real DDD monster, or a real DD monster, to special summon DDD High Flame King Genghis, the new card that we got in the Soul Fusion set. And as I said, the Flame King Genghis wouldn't matter because the DD Lamia would have been used with the Odd Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon to make Crystal Wing first, would have been freeing a spot open for me. I'm then going to use the Flame High King Genghis, and that's right, the Oblivion, to make number 38 Titanic Hope Harbinger. I don't know how to say this card's name, but it's a very, very big monster. Being able to negate a spell or trap card and forcing your opponent to attack that card instead puts me in a different position. I'm then going to follow up by using the other two monsters, the DD Lamia and the Meteor Burst, to make Crystal Wing Synchro. So yes, that little 3-card combo plus a Soul Charge netted me a Hope Harbinger, Siegfried, and Crystal Wing. TJ is going to go ahead and start off his turn with the newest addition to the Fluffle strategy, Frightful Patchwork, allowing him to add an Edge Imp monster and, of course, a Polymerization from his deck to his hand. Really excited to see what he's going to follow up with to make his build stronger. He's going to go ahead and add Edge Imp Sabers and Polymerization for his deck to his hand. So it's going to be really exciting what he's going to follow up with to see if he can break this monstrosity of a board. I know that Fluffles, through our testing, he can actually play around a couple of negates. Let's see if he can play around 3. I've seen him play around 2 pretty easily. Playing around 3 might be an entirely different ball game. It's still going to be really fun to watch. Man, DDDs are back in action with triple negates and plus a card in my hand still. So if it's a hand trap, then he's really, really in a bad position. TJ is going to start off with Sky Striker, Mobilize, Engage. Whoa, didn't see that coming in for Fluffle, and it's actually a really good card. Mainly because you can activate this card and still be able to play monsters in your extra monster zone, and on top of that, still be able to get the cards that you need. He's going to add Sky Striker, Mecha Hornet Drones, put a monster in an extra monster zone, and still have a monster to play in your main monster zone. Hornet Drones is going to activate itself to special summon a token to TJ's side of the field, and then he's going to use that token for a link summon into his Sky Striker Ace Kagari or Hayate. I'm assuming this is going to be Kagari though. Kagari's effect is going to go ahead and activate its effect to add Sky Striker Hornet Drones from his. No, it looks like he's going to add Mobilize Engage, so maybe he has some other spells to follow up with. Maybe he has a different combo sequence that he wants to go with. He's trying to figure out his hand sequence. No, he's just going to go ahead and add the Hornet Drones. And then he's going to activate the Hornet Drones, maybe? No, it looks like he's thinking about what to do. I think Hornet Drones is the best situation right here. He's going to activate that Hornet Drones to bring the token to his side of the field and use both of those monsters for another link summon, effectively giving him 2 spots. All he had to do was activate 2 cards. And that's going to give him Alistair Meltdown Invoker. Now, this card's really exciting inside of the deck, mainly because it allows you to get an invocation play off. He's going to then follow up with Instant Fusion to special summon a monster from his extra deck to his side of the field. I'm going to go ahead and use Curse King Siegfried's effect to negate that card right there. We're not going to have none of that. That's just not going to be possible. Next, TJ is going to follow up with another card. Now, look, guys, if I didn't have another spell negate, Polymerization would go through, and then he could probably fusion summon into a monster big enough. But I'm going to go ahead and activate Hope Harbinger's effect to negate the Polymerization, putting TJ in a very bad position because I still have a Crystal Wing to negate his 3rd card. It looks like TJ is going to set 1 card face down and then 1 monster in defense, and then, I don't know, maybe he has another play. Maybe he does. Maybe he does. This might be an interesting situation for him if he does have another play. That'd be exciting to see, ladies and gentlemen. If TJ breaks this board, that would be cool. I'm not even going to lie. I wouldn't even be mad. That would just be a sight to see it. It looks like, no, he's not going to be able to do that. He's going to set a card face down, a monster defense, and then pass his turn. The old infamous YuGiOh T set. I end my turn, Kaiba. And it looks like Kaiba's going to win this game today because that is a lot of damage on board, and cards like Mirror Force really aren't going to stop me. TJ is going to go ahead and pass it back to me. I'm looking at my options, seeing if I can win right now. Unfortunately, I don't have any other monsters. So this is just kind of what I'm stuck with until, yeah, we post that W. And if you guys want to see that DDD deck profile, then go ahead and destroy that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to 250 likes. That way, I know I'm not wasting my time putting up a deck profile, putting up a profile that people want to see. And if you guys want to see the Fluffle deck profile, let's get to 300 likes. That's right, just 300 likes for both deck profiles. It's going to be really awesome. Now, I've noticed that a lot of people have been asking for the deck profile in the comment section, so either you guys need to turn on the sound so you can hear this, or B, you guys just need to subscribe and notify yourself to the channel so you can see when that happens. I'm gonna attack with all my monsters, effectively leaving TJ down to 100 life points. I'm not sure if there's anything he can do. This game is in the bag. I just don't see it happening. So he's gonna go ahead and scoop it up, and we're gonna prepare for game 2. Now, Fluffles is definitely a deck that wants to go second. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. I don't think that Fluffle wants to go first in almost any occasion, or at least the way TJ has this Fluffle deck built, it's not a going first deck. So it's gonna allow me to go first, which is a risky proposition, because then I make a board that he might not be able to beat. If I can put off 3 negates, it's really hard for Fluffle to succumb. 2 negates, not really that hard. He can play around that, at least in my opinion. I'm gonna go ahead and go first. He's gonna force me to go first, actually. I'm gonna start off my turn. Seems like one of the best ways, because DDD is a little less consistent from Fluffle. So there's always a chance of not being able to have the most optimal hand. And I think this is actually one of them. I drew a little 3-card combo, but it doesn't really get me anywhere. I'm going to go ahead and activate DD Swirl Slime's effect, using Necro Slime for a fusion summon into my Oblivion King Ragnarok. Forcing to put it in the extra monster zone is no bueno. And then we're going to go ahead and banish the Swirl Slime to special summon to our side of the field Copernicus, triggering our DDD Flame King Genghis and our Copernicus' effect, sending a monster from our deck to our graveyard and special summoning a monster to our side of the field. I'm going to go ahead and send DD, oh wow, looks like I'm going to go ahead and send DD Vice Typhoon and special summon Necro Slime to my side of the field. I'm then going to follow up all 3 of those monsters for a Link Summon. Whoa, that's still really good. Summon Sorceress is awesome in this deck, and I know Soul Fusion Special Edition is going to be giving you guys Summon Sorceress, so I'm excited to show you guys the deck profile for you European players as well. If I remember correctly, Soul Fusions comes out in a couple weeks maybe, so you'll be all fine and dandy. I'll even have a profile for you guys without the without Summon Sorceress. I'm going to go ahead and banish both my Flame King Genghis and Necro Slime, using its effect to summon another Flame King Genghis to my side of the field, and then Summon Sorceress' effect, targeting the Flame King Genghis to special summon a DD Lamia to my side of the field. Probably why I didn't get Flame High King Genghis is because I actually need a monster to tune with in this specific combo. This is actually where I figured out the combo. Like, I was going through it and I was like, man, I'm kind of stuck. I need to do something. I'm going to use both the Lamia and the Flame King Genghis for a synchro summon into DDD Gus King Alexander. Now that's going to be a really interesting choice, because now I can abuse Lamia back to my side of the field. And now I'm going to go ahead and use the effect of DD Vice Typhoon, banishing it, and another Flame King Genghis to special summon Flame High King Genghis to my side of the field, triggering off my DD Alexander. Alexander is going to go ahead and special summon to my side of the field DD Lamia. And it looks like I'm in a good position to make DD Curse King Siegfried to my side of the field, one of the most loved DD monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh! Or no, it looks like I'm going to make Crystal Wing. No, I'm going to make DD Curse King Siegfried, triggering my High Flame King Genghis' effect to special summon DD Gus King Alexander. Now I'm going to use DD Lamia's effect, sending Flame King High to special summon itself to my side of the field, and use both of those monsters for a synchro summon into a Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. Whoa, that's really good. That's insane. That little bad hand actually got me a good board. TJ is going to go ahead and activate Sky Striker Afterburners, and I'm going to have to go ahead and negate it with my monster, of course. Next, TJ is going to follow up with Sky Striker Mobilize Engage. What the hell is going on, ladies and gentlemen? You're not supposed to open both of those. This is no bueno. He's going to go ahead and add Hornet Drones from his deck to his hand, huh? That's an interesting choice. Why didn't he just add the Widow Anchor? He's going to go ahead and use the Sky Striker Widow Anchor to summon a token. That's going to get him Sky Striker Ace Kagari. And then he's going to add the Hornet Drones back into his hand and activate it to get another token. I'm not going to stop that, because then he fusion summons and blow my board out the water. I'm going to use both of those monsters. He's going to use both of those monsters for a Link Summon into his Alistair the Meltdown Invoker. And that's a pretty good card. That's a pretty good card. I'm going to have to stop his fusion summon and make that card useless. He's going to then follow up with another Sky Striker Mobilize Engage. Wow. This is mutiny. This is madness, ladies and gentlemen. This is Sparta, because he's going to add the Widow Anchor from his deck to his hand and be able to draw a card. TJ, you sauce, man. Give him the sauce, man. That is insane. Next, TJ, I think he's going to use that Sky Striker Widow Anchor to take my Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. But more importantly, it's going to get that second negate off the board. And that's why you play Sky Strikers, ladies and gentlemen, inside of your Fluffle deck. For the people that want to see that Fluffle deck profile, go ahead and destroy that like button as well. 300 likes. I'll show you guys the most amazing Fluffle deck profile you want. And of course, I'll have those budget options for the people that can't afford that Sky Striker engine. He's going to also use Fluffle Bear's effect to discard itself to set Toy Vendor to his side of the field. Now, I don't know what you guys have been looking at, but TJ definitely drew, I want to say, one of the best hands possible. 2 Sky Striker Mobilize Engage and an Afterburner. Come on now. He's then going to go ahead and normal summon Fluffle Dog using Fluffle Dog's effect to add a, I think it has a Fluffle monster. Lots of fluff in this game for TJ right now. He's going to be able to control the board and possibly just break my entire board. Now, I do have 2 cards in hand, and I did tell you that I did break, but 1 card in this hand could make everything good again. We could be muy bueno, and we could possibly even break this board that TJ is putting out. TJ is going to then activate Fright for Patchwork, going ahead and add an Etch Imp Sabers from his deck to his hand, or an Etch Imp monster from his deck to his hand, and a Polymerization. And it looks like Fluffles are going to be doing what they do best. I just have a strong feeling. I don't necessarily remember this game too much, but I just have a strong feeling. He's going to add Edge of Sabers and Polymerization from his deck to his hand. And then he's going to go ahead and follow up, I'm pretty sure, by using that Polymerization. You want to fuse. You want to get monsters to your side of the field. You want to do the things Fluffles do. He's going to go ahead and use that Polymerization, fusing the 2 monsters. At least 2 monsters. Fluffle Wings? What the hell is going on? What are you doing? Oh my god, that is just... This is madness. He's going to summon Fright for Tiger to his side of the field, blowing my board up. And then, wow, that actually looks like game. That looks like game. Yes, because that looks like more than enough for game. He has 22, and then he has... Wow. He can actually activate his Alistair Invoker of Madness to add an invocation and then link away for Decode Tolker. I don't want no smoke, guys. I don't want no smoke at all. We're going to go into game 3. That's how powerful Fluffles are, ladies and gentlemen. That is insane. That deck is really good. Being able to summon a board like that, that's a monstrosity. Now, the only problem is we might have to do a little bit of adjusting when going second, because Fluffles, in my opinion, is a going second deck. Or maybe just TJ didn't play any hand traps, or maybe just didn't draw any hand traps, because that's something you really want to see inside of Fluffles. It's a little less restrictive than DDD. DDD, you need some really awesome hands. I'm going to go ahead and be forced to go first yet again, because he wants to do that same thing and OTK me, destroy my entire board, which is no bueno for me. I'm going to start off by activating or normal summoning DD Savin Kepler to my side of the field. Savin Kepler is going to go ahead and add from my deck to my hand Dark Contract with the Gate. That's going to allow me to use Dark Contracts with the Gates effect. And Dark Contract with the Gate is going... Or no, I'm going to Link Summon into a Link Karibo. And then I'm going to be able to get something off. I'm going to be able to pop off with my combos. Now, it's going to be really interesting to see what I can do. I got the Link Karibo in the Extra Monster Zone. I started off with the appropriate pieces with the Dark Contract. Let's see if I can actually make an even bigger board than last game, because as you guys can see, if you make those little 2 boards, Fluffles just might wreck you, and I'm not trying to get wrecked this time around. We actually wanted to record some more matches. This is probably one of the only very few games that we weren't able to record as many matches as we wanted to give you guys a, just to give us options to show you guys what we wanted to do with a match. And I don't necessarily regret it, because this match is still really fun to watch, but we're pressed for time constrictions and all that other stuff. Our TCG, or I'm sorry, our shop that we're supposed to get a case from, our distributors, we didn't necessarily get them, so it's gonna be really hard to get you guys some more deck profiles of the decks that we want to get out there. We're gonna just go ahead and start off with these legacy decks, because that's what we have most of. I'm going to add DD Swirl Slime, or Necro Slime, from my deck to my hand. And now I am going to... Looks like I have a pretty good Patant combo if I'm adding Necro Slime. I already know I have Swirl Slime. Swirl Slime is the basic combo extender for almost any combo. I'm going to go ahead and activate DD Swirl Slime's effect using Necro Slime and Swirl Slime for a fusion summon into Flame King High Genghis. And then it looks like I'm going to follow up with anything. Yes, we're going to activate DDD Oblivion King Ragnarok and then banish Swirl Slime to special summon to our side of the field a monster. If we have the Lamia, guys, I'm telling you, I'm going to make a 3-negate board. And that's just how powerful DDD is inside of this new format thanks to DDD Flame High King Genghis. I'm going to go ahead and summon Lamia to my side of the field and use both of those monsters for a synchro summon. That's right, not a link summon. We're synchro summoning into this hoe. We're going to summon DDD Gus King Alexander and then use Oblivion King's effect to special summon Genghis. Now, Gus King's effect is now going to trigger to allow me to special summon Lamia from my graveyard to my side of the field. And I'm in a really good position. I'm then going to use the Gus King and the Lamia for another synchro summon. That synchro climb too strong for DDD Curse King Siegfried. Now that's going to trigger Flame High King Genghis' effect since the DDD monster was summoned. I'm going to be able to summon DD Lamia back to my side of the field. Next, I'm going to go ahead and use the Linkuriboh in the DDD Curse King Siegfried. That's right, guys. You just seen me use Siegfried as a link material into YuGiOh's Apprentice. Yes, yes. And then we're going to use the Lamia and the DDD, what is your name? Genghis to summon the Odd Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon to special summon to our side of the field the Abyss Ragnarok, and Ragnarok's effect's going to trigger to special summon back to my side of the field the Cursed King Siegfried. Whoa, we're already in a way better spot. I'm going to use Necro Slime's effect to banish itself and the DDD Flame King Genghis to fusion summon. Yes, that's right. Now I'm going to banish the Gust Alexander to fusion summon the Flame High King Genghis. And now we are on a roll. I'm then going to follow up with using, well, it looks like I can use the Siegfried and the YuGiOh's Apprentice to make a Link 3 monster, whether it's Decode Talker, Zephyr Metaltron. No, it looks like I'm just going to go ahead and send the contract for the DD Lamia, and I might just keep the YuGiOh's Apprentice. Not a great idea, but not a terrible idea. I'm going to go ahead and make Crystal Wing Dragon, and then I'm going to use the Genghis and the Abyss King Ragnarok for number 38 Hope Harbinger. Another 3-negate board. Whoa, that is a powerful board with still a card face down and a card, well, just the card face down. There's no card in my hand. TJ is in trouble, ladies and gentlemen. That is an exciting board. How will he be able to break this? Does he have Great Beast of the Sky? Please hear my cry. He's going to go ahead and activate Sky Striker, Mobilize, Engage, and I'm going to go ahead and let it through because Mobilize, Engage is not a problem. If I start negating cards like Mobilize, Engage, then he can use cards like Polymerization and, you know, just destroy my board. I'm not going to let that happen today. So in this hypothetical situation, even if YuGiOh's Apprentice gets destroyed, I get to add a dark monster from my deck to my hand, but I would be in a pretty bad position because I would only have 2 cards, the cards that YuGiOh added, and then the card that I drew from my deck to my hand. But still, it's going to be a problem to break this board. 2600 attack Hope Harbinger, but a 3500 attack Curse King Siegfried. That's pretty powerful. He's going to activate the Activerners and then activate it, and of course I'm going to negate it with my Siegfried, but here's the problem. I still have another spell negate. He's going to go ahead and normal summon his Fluffle dog, using its ability to add a Fluffle or Edge Imp monster from his deck to his hand. He's going to add Edge Imp Sabers. And now TJ is debating on options. Does he have what it takes to break this board? Is it going to be it? Or is he going to fall to the pressure just like in turn 1 or game 1? It seems like whoever seems to draw the most busted hand, or if I draw a 3-negate board, the other player will struggle if he can't stop it or not. It looks like TJ is going to go ahead and scoop the match, not having the resources to get over this board. Thank you guys so much for watching another segment of the Cali Effect. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and destroy that like button. If you didn't, let us know down below in the comment section what we could do to be better. Please like, comment, subscribe, but most of all, enjoy. I hope you guys are having a great day like I am.